The Rebels will kick it away to start us off. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. They'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. And brought down at the line with that big defensive tackle.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. Quarterback hands this off, and there's just nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
Receiver makes the catch. Tackle made to the 41. That's a nice gain, getting closer to midfield. That's good timing there. Receiver makes the catch and then has some room to run.
Yeah, anytime you're going to run a route like this, you know who needs to get a lot of credit is the offensive line, because this play takes some time for the receiver to work his way across the field on that drag route, and the quarterback that time had enough time to be able to navigate the coverage and make the accurate throw.
On the move now. Lets it go quickly. Catch is made down the middle. They make the stop after a huge play. Moves the ball to the 35.
Chris, is it possible to be DBU and wide receiver U at the same time? I think the LSU fans think it's possible. They always seem to have great defensive leads, have pass catchers that just show up and show out week after week, year after year.
Dropping back, it's Brown. But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete. Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. And he's brought down just short of the marker on that play. Good job by the defense to prevent the first down.
Chris, great effort here by this defense to keep him short of the first down. Now they've got a tough decision to make here on this fourth down and short.
And he's throwing for it on fourth down. Makes the catch, and that is enough for a first down. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, LSU.
Chris, what a statement here early in the game. By going for it on fourth, they decide to be aggressive. They come up with a touchdown. Can't wait to see how this impacts the game after that score.
You got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. He'll bring it out from his end zone. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. Toss play to the outside. And tests the middle and gets stuffed. That is just not open for business today.
Boy, how about the defensive speed there and the team pursuit? They recognize the toss sweep from the middle of the field and show their team speed to be able to eliminate this play.
Looking to pass. It's Knight. Running out of time in the pocket. It's a sack. They trap him inside the 5.
This defense recognized that this offense wanted to throw the football. They pinned their ears back, got into attack mode, and came up with a nice sack.
So here comes third and long, trying to overcome that sack. This is going to be really difficult. Looking to throw it on third and very long. Looking deep down the left side. Oh, and it's dropped right off his hands. A chance for a big play, but little early nerves on the part of that receiver. Fans around the country got their eyes on this matchup, Kirk. This is going to be fun. It doesn't happen often enough in college football, an early season collision of top 5 teams.
Yeah, you love to see a test early in the year for the players and the coaches because you find out all that work you put in the summer. You think you got a good football team, and now you get a chance to go up against one of the top teams in the country. I'm just glad we're here to witness it.
Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? Ball handed off. Nowhere to run on that play. They've got him in the backfield. That's a loss of a yard. Well, they don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well. Chris, it's so easy to get excited about the receivers on the outside and their ability to make big plays, but the slot receivers are just as exciting, especially with their finesse, quickness, and ability to make guys miss in the middle of that field.
So it's 3rd and short from the opponent's 28. Let's see what the play call is here. They're already in field goal range, but thinking about the end zone. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete. They've already converted once on 4th down this game. Let's see if they can make it 2 for 2. To throw, it's Brown. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Good enough for 1st down yardage.
Well, it's always a gamble to go for it on 4th down when you're already in field goal range, but it looks like they won't rehash this decision when it's all said and done. That's a 1st down.
Gives it to the back. Looking for the end zone, has a lane. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, LSU.
Chris, I know the back's going to get a lot of attention for this touchdown, but I was focused on the offensive line. You had 5 guys working as one. Great communication, able to get up to that 2nd level and open things up nicely to allow the back into the end zone.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. Here's a wrinkle now. They go to the Wildcat formation with an extra blocker. Let's see how this works out. Direct snap. And the back gets the football. Picks up the first, looking for more. Making people miss. Tackle made, but a big play all the way to the 48. Well, the big fella's, Kirk, flowing to the right there. The defense just has no answer. It's a huge gain.
Yeah, and what a patience there by the running back, just allowing those blocks to be set up there off to the right, and then once he saw the crease in the defense, accelerates through that hole to show you what kind of speed he has for a big gain and a 1st down.
Breaks in open space, and he'll step out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
I love that this guy's not willing to just give up on plays. You know, he's got enough athletic ability to give you some positive yards in the run game, and he's able to do that right here.
Back to pass. It's Knight. Signs the quick throw. Inside the 25. They finally make the stop, but a chunk play there moves the ball inside the 10. It's LSU on top as we take a break for the quarter. They jumped out to an early lead in that opening period. Let's take a quick look at the stats so far. We'll see if this game gets out of hand before halftime, the crucial 2nd quarter beginning right now. Crucial play here to begin the quarter as the offense sets up 1st and goal. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Trying to create outside the pocket, but they've got him for a sack.
That's a big sack by this defense here on 1st down. Now, the offense still has opportunities to rectify this situation, but it's not the best way to start a 1st and goal situation.
After the big loss on 1st down, it's 2nd and goal backed up. The quarterback making some changes at the line. They look to throw it here on second down. Grab down the middle. It's Henderson. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Love to see the positive yards here. Down inside the 10-yard line, you're looking for anything to get closer to the goal line. Now it's going to set up 3rd and goal. Got to find a way to get this ball into the end zone.
The offense has been moving backwards here. Now a long way to go on 3rd and goal. QB decides to keep it here. And they've got him in the backfield. It's a 4-yard loss.
Well, Chris, we're still here in the first half, but you got to wonder after that stop there on 3rd down. Now we got a 4th down situation, and now you're in the red zone. I wonder, you want to take the 3 points the easy way, or do you roll the dice and try to take a chance and try to come up with a touchdown?
He knocks it through with confidence.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Now it's 2nd down here. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Throwing off play action. Quick throw, testing the middle. Oh, he makes the catch. What a catch by the sophomore.
Well, how about that? Another LSU wide receiver makes a big-time catch for the Tigers offense. Oh, just a couple names to throw out. How about OBJ? How about Justin Jefferson and Jamar Chase, who right now arguably two of the top receivers in the NFL, all from LSU. And watching this young man right here, he's hoping he's next in line.
Here comes the up-tempo offense.
You know, a lot of times you see teams go up-tempo when they've got momentum. It comes off for a big gain. These guys are struggling, and yet here they...
He fires this throw, and it's intercepted.
Love to see defensive backs who are able to locate the football and break on the ball and be able to go up and make a clean interception. Great play here.
And the Rebels offense back out on the field. It's hard to win these games just kicking field goals. They need to find the end zone here, some urgency. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They bring him down to the 32-yard line.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Here's a quick throw off the play fake. They've got him at the 48, but that's a 1st down.
One thing we know for sure, I don't know if as a play caller you can make that call without a quarterback who can throw it with a big arm. He put that on a rope.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. 1st down. Looking to throw. It's Knight. Moves to his left now, escaping the pocket. Well, Cook, you played in rivalry games. No shortage of inspiration, but how do you manage the emotion of it all?
Well, I think you need great leadership from the team. Sometimes teams don't handle the emotions of it, and the game can get sideways on you. The teams that play the best in rivalry games are the teams that have the best leaders to keep them focused on the task at hand.
Important 2nd down play coming up. Looking right, this one caught. They get him down, but not before he gets to the plus 38. It's the 2-minute timeout. This offense running out of time to cut into this lead before the break. About time this offense gets going. It's a 1st and 10. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Oh, the pass is picked off. Look out, he's in the clear.
Well, for defensive backs, man, they salivate for opportunities like this. Some may only get 1 or 2 a year, and he was not going to squander this chance.
So here we go. First play of the drive, under 2 minutes before halftime. And looking to throw now on first down. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Boy, this one's on the offensive line, Chris. They've got to do a better job of protecting the franchise quarterback. This guy's as good as there is in the country, and they're letting this pressure get to their quarterback. You either get the ball out faster, or the offensive line's got to do a better job of taking care of their guy.
They tackle him, but the gain moves the ball to the 36.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes him block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
A completion makes it second down. Dropping back, it's Brown. Tries the right with a quick throw. He makes the grab. Down quickly after the catch, but the ball at the 14 sets up the red zone opportunity now. LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Running play goes backwards. Now the offense is set up at 2nd and 13. There's some pre-snap movement. Back in motion. And it's intercepted. He stepped in front of that bullet. Could take it all the way. Inside the 40. Inside the 20. They bring him down, but that could be a game-changing pick and return.
Wow, what a play by this defense to come up with the interception and a big return. They almost take it to the house, but you got to give the quarterback some credit. Yeah, he threw a pick, but he didn't give up on the play and hang his head. Instead, he makes the tackle to prevent the defense from scoring.
Makes the catch. Can he get in? Brought down, but the completion moves the ball down to the 4. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. Second down and goal upcoming. Pass caught. Can he get in? And he will score. Touchdown, Ole Miss. Well, they began with great field position, and that didn't take long. Hold on here a second. The replay booth has signaled they want to take another look at this one. So after taking a closer look, the officials will overturn that previous ruling. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. QB keeper all the way. Motors all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels.
What a job by this offense here near the end of the half. Leaning on the run game to cut into this lead and make this a one-possession game. We're talking about seizing some momentum.
Automatic on the PAT. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. They'll start from the 25. So not much time left before halftime as they begin this possession here. Can they make something happen? Back to throw. It's Brown. Lets it fly to the wideout. Makes the catch downfield. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Time ticking away. Time for just one more play before halftime. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. And it's caught inside the 10. And they're finally able to stop him. A huge gain and a touchdown-saving tackle as time runs out in the first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. And the powerful Ole Miss offense is back out on the field. The ground game ineffective in the first half. Let's see if they stay patient or look to open up the pass game. Stout defense there. It's a 3-yard loss on that run.
Boy, that is great defensive football. Exactly how you want to teach it in today's game. Use your shoulders, get the head out of the way, and wrap up for a loss.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Now rolling out to his left. Looks to his left and makes the completion. And he's brought down there. And the Rebels come to the line to run the hurry up. Looking downfield, it's Knight. Caught over the middle, it's Watkins. He'll earn the first down, but pay for it with a hard hit.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback.
And looking for a big play here. And it's caught way downfield inside the 35. They finally make the tackle all the way down to the 32.
What a gain here. Big play for this offense. The quarterback and receiver just seem to be in sync. Tough on that corner to try to make a play on that ball.
They'll change the pre-snap look now. First down. We're going to throw the football. Short connection to the tight end here.
Hey, Chris, give him credit. It was nice technique to be able to hold on for that catch and stay in bounds, but he didn't go very far.
Second down after that completion. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. As the first down is still going. Tackled, but first down. And the Rebels come to the line to start a fresh set of downs.
It's a good positive game by the offense, and it's enough for the first down. They're already looking to get up to the line of scrimmage.
Painter in the end zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss. As the QB fights his way into the end zone.
Chris, that's what I love about this quarterback. It's a great touchdown, but he shows you his versatility. We know he can throw it, but here he shows you his speed and how he can make the defense pay for that as well.
Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. To the air, it's Brown. Looking to scramble. Quick throw to his receiver. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. That'll put him over 150 yards today. Kirk, he is putting on a show on this big stage.
How great is this? On this stage, as you mentioned, Chris, just playing his best game. He's been in sync with his receivers. Back there, has time to throw. Just having a dream performance. Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Looking for a man. That's It's the third pick tonight thrown by this QB. Not much on the return there, but the takeaway will give the offense the football at the 46.
Well, the quarterback ends up being a tad aggressive, and he ends up paying for it with a pick. I get that that might be part of his playing style, but there's a difference between being aggressive and being careless.
They come to the line in the Wildcat formation. Defense got to be on alert here. He's past the marker and still going. They finally make the tackle all the way down to the 32.
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. But when teams can run the ball and pick up yards like this, it really affects the team's mental psyche and their confidence. And you'll start to see some missed tackles following a play like this.
Offense getting set. It's second down. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. Powers through. Going to try to run inside, but nowhere to go. So now it's third and short from the 23. Potential four-down territory. Let's see what the third down call is. Trying to convert with a sneak. Did not get there. And now it's going to bring up fourth down and 1. The Rebels will look to convert here on fourth down. On fourth down, they'll try and run for it. And he's not going to get there. The defense rises up and makes a huge fourth down stop.
How about the offense being aggressive? They decide to go for it here, and I got to give all the credit to this defense. Being aware, anticipating the call, knowing exactly where they needed to make the stop, and they did it.
Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
Well, that's going to go down as an incompletion, obviously, but I like that the quarterback showed his ability to escape, broke loose from the pocket, and put the ball on a string, but he just wasn't able to come up with that completion.
Scanning the field, it's Brown. Bringing pressure. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time, and now third down coming up.
Well, everybody talks about sacks, and they're very important, but sometimes just the rush, the pressure, affecting the quarterback is just as effective. He didn't have a clean throwing lane, and they forced the incompletion.
And he'll drop back here on third down. Now looks deep left. He had all day. And the pass is dropped incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball. Special teams on the field now. Here comes a punt. We'll see what he can do with the return. And the coverage team makes the stop on this return. And now the first play of the drive. They'll begin at the 38. A pre-snap motion from the offense. And somebody up there got a little too antsy at the line of scrimmage. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. That's reeled in. It's Jackson. Past the 45. Oh, and he hits out of bounds after a really nice game there. And so far, we've been treated to a duel of big play wide receivers. These guys have been putting on a show, piling up the highlights through three quarters. We're set now for the fourth quarter. Who is going to make the crucial plays to take home this W? Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. To throw, it's Knight. Moves out of the pocket. And he just throws it away.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
Receiver in motion now. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. The pocket breaking down. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up third down.
Boy, that pass rush got in there in a hurry. Great job by this defense of disrupting the rhythm and timing between the quarterback and the receivers.
So the ball at midfield, and now the offense facing a third and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. He'll try a pass here. Ball's incomplete. They misfire for a third consecutive time.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this third down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, boy, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw in this play.
Fourth down, he's throwing for it. He escapes the pocket. He bought some time, now lets it go. Nice grab. It's Jackson. Now, he didn't make it. He's going to be tackled short of the marker. A huge stop by this defense. On fourth down, they get the football back here in this tight game. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. This group is coming off a quick 3 and out. Can they put something together in this drive? Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. First down and more. He's still running. They bring him down, but the gain moves the ball into enemy territory at the 43.
Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the first down.
Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Fires it to the wideout. What a catch! And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. The offense is clicking, and the defense just searching for answers now. Scanning the field, it's Brown. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. They make the tackle, but it sets the offense up for a first and goal from the 10. First and goal, and the offense punch it in and claim the lead here in the fourth quarter. And he drops back in the gun. Touchdown, Tigers! They jump on top now here in the fourth.
Man, Chris, this throw does give them the lead, and what's great is when you can really evaluate a quarterback is when the chips are on the table. Really, it's crunch time. You got to make good decisions, and you got to throw the ball accurately. He does both of those things here, and it gives them the lead here late in this game.
He's going to try for a return from a... And they stop him short of the 25 there. Offense begins at the 22. And the Rebels offense is back out on the field. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. A deep shot to the right. That falls incomplete. An aggressive deep shot on first down.
It's pretty simple as a defensive coordinator. When the quarterback drops back to throw, if we get pressure on him, we got a chance to slow him down and win the football game. If we don't, could be a long afternoon. Good job here by dialing up the pressure.
Makes the read. Breaks free. It's a fumble. The ball rolls out of bounds. It'll end up being a short gain, but no first down.
Oh, my gosh, Chris. You can almost feel a collective sigh of relief coming from the offensive sideline as that ball rolled out of bounds. The offense catches a break. One more awkward bounce. That ball maybe stays in bounds, and the defense has a recovery.
Here we are late in a one-score game, and they're going to go for it on fourth down. Defense has got him, but that Wildcat wrinkle earns enough to get the first down.
Boy, that is some determination by this offense here. Picking up a new set of downs on the run. The call works out perfectly. You just needed 2 yards. You pick it up. Now you've got another chance at points.
And the Rebels will have 1st and 10 here. Change of pace, now looking to throw the football. On the move now. He's looking deep over to the right side. Got a man. Catch made. Big play. He picks up the first down, but gets drilled on the tackle.
Boy, that's got to be a breakdown in coverage or a missed assignment. There's no way that a receiver should be that wide open.
That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Looking to pass. It's Knight. And he dumps it off to the tight end. They get him on the ground finally, but it'll be first down from the 14. And the Rebels will crank up the tempo. Looking to throw it from the red zone. Looks left and finds his target there. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
I think the quarterback felt he had an opportunity to get the running back out in space, but a great job by the defense. He had nowhere to go.
Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Quick throw by the quarterback off the RPO. Brought down, but the completion moves the ball to the 6. Defense getting pushed back.
Man, give the defense a lot of credit. You're taking away the elite receiver. That primary target forces the quarterback to find a 2nd or 3rd option. He gets positive yards, but anytime you can take away the big play late in the game,
it is intercepted. He's brought down quickly, but that takeaway is a huge play for this defense.
Well, that defender deserves the game ball for that game-sealing play. Now, all there is to do is run out the clock and walk out of here with a W.
Chewing clock with the running game. Now they test the middle of the defense, but get nothing. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. And this crowd coming to life here, trying to help the defense get a stop with the offense pinned back. Well, this is what we hoped for. This is what we expected, Kirk. A tight, tough battle between 2 really good teams. Now who can step up and make that winning play down the stretch?
Well, early in the year, these 2 teams have actually lived up to the billing of 2 top 5 teams, showing a lot on offense and defense. Now with so much on the line early in the year, tight game. Who's going to make the play?
Who's in the clear? Play moves the ball to about the 45. That's good for a first down. And that should secure the victory, and they dodged the upset trap here, Kirk. They came in, handled the pressure of this early season collision, and really set the tone for an outstanding season.
Yeah, they really have. To walk out of here tonight with a big win should give them a ton of confidence going forward. Not to mention, a win like this on a nationally televised stage, it's going to carry a lot of weight as this year progresses.
And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. And the flag is out before the snap. The defense may have been a little bit over-eager that time. The defensive penalty makes it 2nd and 7 for this offense. And the quarterback just takes a knee. Well, when you're a team that comes in, Kirk, with great expectations, big goals at the end, you're going to get tested. They were tested here today by another ranked team. I was impressed how they responded.
Chris, there's no doubt about it. I think the thing that really stood out to me is the way they played for 4 quarters, just dominating football. And this is a team that's had to deal with being kind of the hunted, the team that knows that every single week teams want to bring them down. They took on a very talented team today and just dominated it.
And that's going to wrap it up. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.